One thing I like about VDM, Very Dark Man, is that he's not someone you can easily push. And secondly, he no send your papa, even though you are once good to him, or even though you be his manchi. I came across the post Sowore made this morning as I'm about going to work. And I was wondering, the thing is that the worst mistake Nigerians can ever make in this life is to make someone like Sowore a president or their president. Because recently, I've noticed that Sowore is a manipulator. And sometimes he claims to stand on the truth. He claims that he's doing the right thing, this and that, fighting corruption. But the whole truth still remains that he's trying to use the brain and minds of innocent Nigerians for his own personal interest. Because when I read everything, his own opinion regarding this whole issue between VeryDarkMan and Blord. Nigga, that's not how to jump into a case like that. Is he trying to justify all those acts by Blord, which is fully aware that it's a criminal act under the constitution of that particular country? He's running and pushing to become a president. I have issue with people that we always like to jump into conclusion or to have a kind of opinion in a particular issue without at least blaming who you need to blame. You know that this thing I'm holding now did me wrong in a way. And maybe for you, the way I'm following the stuff now, because of what he did to me, it's not okay. Before you come in, you first of all try to blame this thing. Like, bro, you shouldn't have done it this way. But get what? Just know as you go do this thing, so that everywhere peace go day. Than just to come in trying to defend this particular thing without acknowledging that side that I'm pointing, that this is where I'm angry, this is where the whole thing started, this is what I don't like. He did it on the case of Udene. When Udene went to Lagos, printed Evangelist Bukobi's banner, walking around the cage saying that okay, PEC, he go buy anybody will go come, he go do this one, he go throw bomb in Zion ministry. Udene did a lot of things for days. But when Zion ministry legal team finally strike, so they came out to press and tell them that that man of God in Lagos, not fake, he come, on intimidate people, this one, that one. Upon Udene, he went and locked Udene up for how many months now and refused them from bailing him, this and that. Encouragement came out, forgetting to acknowledge what Udene did. He forgot to acknowledge what that particular guy said that warrants such action. This is not the first time. That is him. Like that is his personality. This is not the first time. This is what he do best. If you guys can watch, ever since they refused him to come closer to smell that presidency seat, he just turned to manipulators. Is he trying to justify all those acts from Blord to VeryDarkMan and not trying to force or order VeryDarkMan and his lawyer to withdraw the case? For what? If I'm the one, I'm not gonna do it for any reason, even though you be my papa. As far as you fail to acknowledge that side and pointing that this thing is not okay for me, that you want to use the guy, or rather you want to use the person to do your paparazzi on social media, it's not gonna work. So that means you are fully aware of all this thing going on with Blord from day one, between Blord and VeryDarkMan from day one. And when you know that this guy is going out of it, you can't call him to order, like call him on phone, I mean Blord, or to even try him to make a public post that no, this thing is not like that, this thing is not like that. To be honest, at some point when Blord was putting all those billboard and editing, putting up, I thought that this guy is working with VeryDarkMan. That is what I thought. I never knew no hand or no when they edit. Doesn't he have sense? Doesn't he have sense that these things has gone beyond and they can use these things to nail you in? And now you are trying to tell the guy that he's oppressing Blord in a way. Now you are trying to tell VeryDarkMan that he's oppressing Blord in a way. You don't want them to lock someone, do this one and do that one. Rubbish! People like that, I see them as a manipulator. Because assuming he came out and said, okay, VeryDarkMan, I understand your own side of the story. I understand how this thing is. I understand everything, but, you see that but is a big waste. But he just wasted. He so could he allow City Boy movement and Tinubu to use his face to print a big banner stating that he is in support of Tinubu second term? Can Sowore allow the APC government to use his own face, like to use him, Sowore face, to print in a big banner stating that he, Sowore, is supporting Tinubu's second term movement? I bet you he go take APC to court, even their generation to court tire. He can never accept that. Him. That's why I told you guys yesterday that you see some of these people that are trying to package this whole talk between VeryDarkMan and Blord, changing, twisting, using emotional blackmail. If it has to deal with them, they can never accept that. In fact, they will do worse than VeryDarkMan. Sometimes we need to be telling ourselves the truth. You see that bitter truth? We need to be telling ourselves. If not, we are not going anywhere. I keep saying that. We are not going anywhere. So I'm very, very disappointed on that particular post by Sowore. No, that is not how to go. And you are not wanting to become a president. No. Because you are not sincere. You are not. Go and remove the issue from the court. Go and remove Blord from prison. You yourself, you know, those people are not even happy with you because you became nuisance. You are causing nuisance recently. You go court, you do this one. You started disobeying the law, making a lot of things. The other day I saw you holding press interview. The other day he was holding press interview inside the courtroom. And lawyer, the judge was telling you, no, you can't do this here. Go outside, do it. You are there challenging. You know that is law. You are like saying rubbish. I always tell our people, see, sometimes you need to control our emotion. The fact that things are going this way or going that, when you see that one that is going wrong, almost try to speak up. Because when you keep quiet, thinking that the government is this, the country is this, that's why you can't speak. We are dealing ourselves. That's why the problem is growing more and more. You can't be wrong while trying to fight corruption or injustice. You make sure you are on your own right. Like you should be living by example. You should be practicing that particular stuff you are trying to teach out there. You will allow people or you will make people to be seeing that particular thing you are preaching. You are shouting, this thing should be like this, so this thing should be like this. So you should be living as an example. You're not gonna be trying to disobey the law, mess things up, cause a lot of issue, and you are speaking that you want things to be right. You want things to be right. Meanwhile, you are doing the wrong thing. You are not even making things to be right on your little way. You know? So people like Sowore is like a timing bomb to Nigerians. Forget about all the one thing I like about myself is that you can't manipulate me easily with your emotions. I'm not the type you can manipulate easily with emotional blackmail or, pity face. No. You gotta keep all those things aside and we focus on the main issue. Then after that, you can do whatever. You know? So VDM, Piawa, these people as one. Emotional blackmailer, carry from the by. The truth of the whole issue is that no matter how some of you guys try to package this whole issue between VeryDarkMan and Blord, the real fact there still remains that Blord acted like uneducated person. He acted like Matthias because as an educated guy, there is no reason, there is no need of doing all those things. Like going to that extent of printing banner, editing, putting faces, doing fake flight ticket, doing all those things. Because whether you like it or not, that's criminal offense. Forget about Facebook banter, whatever, and that is exactly the thing that sent Matthias to Kuje prison in Abuja, if some of you have forgotten. Sometimes happen all this Facebook, yes, nobody is stopping you from doing your Facebook whatever, but have sense when you are trying to do all those things. Because once it get to law, you are no longer talking about Facebook whatever, or you call my mama this one, you call my papa this one. You're going to face the law. They're going to judge you with our constitution. And ignorance, they said, is not an excuse in a court of law. So for me, there is no way I will try to justify that ad from Blord, because whether you like it or not, like I said, that's criminal offense. You know, my main problem is that sometimes our people can never call a spade a spade. I bet that, you see, most of you that are trying to do this, justify all this action, can never accept that particular action from someone else. To maybe because of what VeryDarkMan in the past. I know that the guy sometimes his own day is body. That's why most of you are trying to, even when you see that Mba, at least it's right this side, you guys will try to do it like this. And that is the reason why we Igbos, we are here today. Nigeria say who, we are here today. We are not gonna move forward from all this rubbish we find ourselves into. We can never. And I say a lot of you say, it's just 26 days on prison. This one and that one. Chinch, you are going to prison before. There is no need for someone like Blord trying to give a room to even to be detained in police station. There is no need for that because of common, ordinary Facebook banter. If I'm Blord, all these things VeryDarkMan was doing then, I'll just ignore him. There are some certain level you get to as a guy. You try to ignore some certain things. Even if you want to say, you make your point and lock up. I'm not coming out to fight, like you want to fight someone that have nothing to lose. Because that's what it is. He has lawyers. He knew that what he did or what he was doing then has gone past social media stuff. Maybe now Nigeria with day now they might be thinking that they're gonna buy their way with money, this one, that one, but the way the system is going currently now in Nigeria, as far as social media is concerned, some people in offices would never allow you to use them. They can never allow you to use them. Recently, once things don't get on social media regarding some of them in offices, everybody will try to say issue. There is no need Blord going to that extent. And he should face the law. For me, no need of trying to do the talks or bend the situation or no. Because nigga messed up full time. What's that rubbish? You print billboard, you print fake flight ticket, you edited, you put the person in the app, you do, man, come on. Things doesn't work that way. In case I got to go social media stuff, you have to face the reality. For me, all those things was very, very unnecessary. I saw a post he made yesterday saying that finally he has pushed him to go to court to sue him and this and that. He said that he's not going to take anyone to court, blah, blah, blah. Like, seriously. So that's the only reason why you involved yourself in criminal activities. So that's why you involve yourself in criminal activities that they're going to use to send you in jail. Just because you want to prove to him that, just because you want to push him to go to court or to sue, that he always say that he doesn't sue this and that. Like, seriously, nigga acted very uneducated, whether you like it or not. And I'm disappointed. Because, man, for me, there is no need for all those shit. You have nothing to prove. Even though people are complaining about business, it's not every business that goes well. And you should get to it as a business person. Me too, I do a lot of business. Sometimes it doesn't go. But we always try to rectify. It doesn't mean that you just come out and trying to, for what? No, it didn't work it. It's not making any sense to me. Some of you need to be wise. Be wise, and sometimes call that spade a spade. You're not gonna die when you do that. Have a blessed day. God bless.